Hi, in this video we are going to have a recap of what we have done in conditional formatting. So over here the data has been given to us in the form of companies from A to M, and the sales data has been given to us. Now what do we mean by conditional formatting is, so if we want to segregate based on the output and we want to change the color, how do we do that? So usually in the conditional formatting we have done that. So we have selected the data, we have clicked over here in conditional formatting and highlight the cells. Instead of that we want to highlight the graph. Then how do we do that? First of all, select the data, click on insert, click on the chart. If you see, it says that all the companies have some sales and it has been depicted over here. Now if I want to change the graph over here, or the data over here, or the color of the graph, I have to select each one individually and I have to paint it in a different color altogether. Something like this. I can change the color, or it will change it completely. And instead of that I want to have a deeper understanding, which says that if my sales is above 100, then give me output in a different color. If my sales is below 100, then give me output in a different color. How do we do that? For that, you just copy this data into a separate, uh, or in a separate location. You simply have to write if sales, which is over here, greater than 100, and sales less than 100. Once you are done, you simply have to delete this data and you have to write if condition. If logical test is, I will check for each companies. If my sales is greater than 100, then I want to have that particular value. If its sales is less than 100 crore, then I don't want that particular value to be displayed in my this particular column where the sales is greater than 100 crores. So over here I will write this equation: if my sales is greater than 100, then display this, else do nothing. So sales is less than 100, so it says that it's 0. I'll simply drag this, so it will filter me out that for all companies my sales is above 100 crores. Similarly, I can write an equation: if my sales is less than 100 crores, less than equal to 100, then I want to preserve that value, else do nothing. I will close this, and I will write this down, so it shows me that if my sales is less than 100 crore, then what my values are. So over here you can see that you have two separate columns, one with sales greater than 100, one is sales less than 100. I will select this entire data set and then I will click on insert, and I will insert my uh, column chart, 2D column chart, and then I will rename it conditional chart. And over here you can see that there are two separate line items for this. So you can directly say that. So I can remove this, and if this graph is presented just like this, without this as well, or we can have that. So without this as well, we can say that, without the numbers also, and then we can have without the numbers as well, without the indent. So by just looking at this, we can reach to a conclusion that company A, B, H, I, K, L had a sales of less than 100 crores. What value, that we can always figure it out, but yeah, um, this graph directly shows me that there's some issue with A, B, H, I, K, and L who have not met our deadline, or the guideline of meeting the sales target, and the rest of the companies have met. To what extent? Then we can have a different chart, say as in the same chart with a different prescription, and then we can have numbers around it as well. We can have numbers around it as well. So this basically shows us that uh, we can have a conditional formatting of a chart with a separate color and we just have to do some modification with the original data set. So that's pretty much about it. As in, so once you start practicing it, you just have to use a formula, and you just have to depict a chart using that. One thing you have to be very cautious about is we have created a two separate line items, or two separate columns. One where the sales is greater than 100, one where the sales is less than 100. If this condition is more than 2 or 3 or 4, and then the chart becomes complicated unnecessarily. Obviously, Excel will give you the output, but it becomes unnecessarily complicated. So my only submission is, when you have two max three conditions, then you only use this kind of a chart. Otherwise, refrain from using this kind of a technique. But you can probably have some other kind of a chart, either maybe a bar chart or a line chart, just to depict where the sales are moving, or where the sales is falling for which company, all that. Or you can have each company dealt separately. All right. So that's pretty much about this video. Thank you.